presence on this nice, hot summer evening. For Tom and Christy, home and place matter deeply. Tom is an Oregon native, born less than 4 miles from this exact spot. Christy, on the other hand, had to find her way here, born 2,100 miles away, just outside of her beloved Chicago. Together they had made a home just 2 blocks away, where we walked from. No better way to celebrate their home and their wedding than here in their own neighborhood. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Christina. I first lived in the woods near a creek in the Oregon Coastal Range, about 70 miles from here. I met Christy the day she moved to Portland and into my home 9 years ago. Knowing Christy and Tom is knowing their shared love for Oregon. This love extends into their professional lives. Both work to make our state and our community a better place to live, work, and grow. Thank you. In that spirit of place and community, they would like to include each of you, their friends, their family, their mentors, and colleagues, in supporting their commitment to home. So when I ask, I hope that you will affirm the statement that I'm about to read by saying we do. Do each of you here today support Tom and Christy in their marriage today and every day?
We do.
Yay! And now I ask Tom and Christy to make a pledge to each other. Tom, do you promise to support Christy in her work and her service and do your best to balance your own work and service with your life at home?
I do.
Excellent. Christy, do you promise to support Tom in his work and his service and to do your best to balance your own work and service with your life at home? We'd like to invite Taylor Split to join us up here. Tyler. Tyler first lived where the suburbs meet the cornfields in Crystal Lake, 2,100 miles away. He's Christy's brother and got to know Tom and Oregon on an epic road trip last summer. Welcome.
Thank you. We would like to take a moment to honor those members of our family that can't be here today. The Stokers of Arizona, including Christy's grandma, Beverly Stoker. The Markses of Chicago and Florida, including our brother, Brad Keller, and our grandfather, George Marks. The Splits of Chicago, including our grandmother, Agnes Split. The Smiths of Washington. The Lickerts and Millers of West Virginia. The Wideners of Chicago, and also to some beloved family members that are no longer with us. Tom's grandparents, Ed and Doris Hockey, who taught him how to make laughter and lawn care essential features. And Russell Powers, who helped teach that sometimes cousins and even second cousins can make an immediate family. Christy's grandfathers, George Stoker, Roy Split, and William R. Lickert Sr., who taught her about unconditional love, living it up, and treating her body as best as she can. Christy's grandmothers, Velda Split and Betty Lickert, who raised 2 great young men but passed far, far too soon. And Joan Marks, who taught that friends can indeed become family. Today, Tom and Christy would like their family members in the audience to make a vow in support of their marriage. Do you, members of this new blended family, promise to be there for Tom and Christy in good times and less than good times, and to help them learn and pass on family stories, values, and traditions?
We do.
Tom and Christy, do you promise to be there for your family in times of need, to raise your own family with the lessons learned from your own parents and grandparents and those before them, and to be kind, loving, and patient in-laws?
We do.
I'd like to turn things over to Jesse Schumann, born 260 miles north of here along the Nooksack River in the shadow of Mount Baker. Jesse met Tom at Whitman College in Walla Walla, Washington 10 years ago. Tom and Christy met over 5 years ago at the state capitol, where we all worked together. First, they were colleagues and friends, before a fateful night of timber soccer and Nilsson karaoke turned Christy's head in an unexpected direction. It took Tom a little longer, but things were faster. Their shared values of place, home, and community, of hard work for the common good, of family,
family and friends that feel like family, brought them together and will keep them together. Tom, Christy, I'm honored to be here today to seal the deal you're making together. Before we do, however, we want to take a moment to recognize all the loving couples in America who, in violation of the due process and equal protection clauses of the 14th Amendment, are denied the right to civic marriage. And now Tom and Christy are going to say some words to each other before we make things official.
I heard the Constitution was not effective. 3 years ago, this very weekend, I was in the Bay Area. People here might remember this trip. We were so brand new that I couldn't even text you without being strategic. That trip was torture. I thought about you constantly. I missed you to the point that the day before I was supposed to come home, I got in the car at 7 p.m. and drove north overnight. I thought I'd die. I missed you so much. Head over heels. How kind. When I fit into your family from the start, when Dr. Zoom and Leela came together and made friends, the deal was pretty much sealed. We bought a house, we made a life, and then you gave me 2 precious gifts. You allowed me to spread my wings and take some risks during a time of change, and then you asked the all-important question on a bridge over a waterfall in a place that you knew I loved. I knew the answer way back when. It was about 3 a.m. in Grants Pass, Oregon, 3 years ago this weekend. I feel like I am just part of your fabric, Tom, woven into you. But when I look closely, there you are. Your strength, your intellect, your diligence, your confidence, your ability to separate work from play, your buff sense of humor, your hockey sense of style, your power's charm. I am in awe of you, and I am the luckiest woman alive to spend my life with you. You are so patient with me. You put up with a lot. So generous. With you as my partner, I know I am a better person. I want to be adjacent to you, always, and I can't wait
Christy, today I want everyone who is special to me, all those who are here and those that could not be here today, to know that I love you, that I respect you, and that I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Years ago, we met while working side by side to make Oregon a better place. Still a work in progress. However, along the way, a wonderful thing happened. We got together, we fell in love, and I realized I never wanted to be with anyone else ever again, besides you. Today, we start our life together as one. We have so many adventures to pursue right here at home, right here in Oregon, and the whole wide world at our disposal. But the best part is that I get to be with you on a more rewarding journey. I may be a good navigator, but I'm nowhere without you. You're my compass, and you will direct us with your kindness, your passion, and your steadfast truth. I don't really care where we're going, but I love that we're going there together. I love you.
It's a really pretty book. These are my vows. I, Christy, take you, Tom, to be my husband and co-human, to love, cherish, and support you for better or for worse, through all the changes of our lives till death do us part. I promise to live a worthy life and inspire you to do the same, to be faithful, kind, and understanding, to communicate openly and respectfully, to consider your well-being as important as my own, and to love our cats and our home.
I, Tom, take you, Christy, to be my wife and co-human, to love, cherish, and support you for better or worse, through all the changes of our lives, till death do us part,
I promise to live a worthy life and inspire you to do the same, to be faithful, kind, and understanding, to communicate openly and respectfully, to consider your well-being as important as my own, and to love our cats, Dr. Zoom and Leela, in our home.
And the ones who come later too.
Now I'd like to invite Portland, Oregon native Doreen Hockey Powers and Crawfordsville, Indiana's own Peggy Stoker Liggard to serve as witnesses to this union and to sign the